Why does your kindness feel like a slow suicide? You are the quiet one in the room. You are the one who listens. You are the vessel. People leave conversations with you feeling lighter. They feel heard. They feel cleansed. They feel absolved. But you leave those conversations feeling heavy. You feel drained. You feel like a hazardous waste containment facility. There is a specific sensation you know well. It is a tightness in the center of the chest, just behind the sternum. It is the physical weight of unexpressed truth. You see the lies people tell themselves. You see the insecurities they try to hide under arrogance. You see the cracks in their masks. But you say nothing. You maintain the peace. You absorb the blast, because you have been told a lie. Society has told you that being understanding is a virtue, that empathy is a gift, that turning the other cheek is the height of morality. So you play the role of the saint, the healer, the unpaid therapist, and in exchange for your service, you are treated like a doormat. You are overlooked. You are undervalued. You are seen as weak. They think you are harmless. They think your silence is submission. They think your kindness is a lack of spine. They look at you and they see prey. But they are making a fatal calculation error. They do not understand the nature of the machine they are dealing with. They do not understand that you are not just listening. You are recording. You are not just empathizing. You are analyzing. They think you are a victim, but you are actually a sleeper agent. You are gathering intelligence. You are mapping their psychological terrain. You are learning exactly where their buttons are located. You know what they fear. You know what they crave. You know the exact frequency of their insecurity. The most understanding person in the room is not the weakest. They are the most dangerous, because they hold all the keys. And today, we are going to teach you how to turn those keys. We are going to teach you how to flip the switch from healer to architect. We are going to show you why your empathy is not a defect. It is a weapon system, and it is time to take the safety off. Welcome to the Watchtower. Analyze the hardware. Strip away the poetry of the soul. Let us look at the circuitry. You are not nice. You are a high-fidelity pattern recognition machine. Your brain is wired for hypervigilance. This likely started when you were young. You needed to predict the emotional weather of your environment to survive. You had to know if the parent figure was angry, or sad, or dangerous. You had to read micro-expressions before a word was spoken. You had to analyze the vibration of footsteps in the hallway. This created a specific development in your neural architecture. Your mirror neurons are overactive. These are the cells in the brain that fire when you perform an action, and when you see someone else perform that same action. But in you, they fire when you detect emotion. You do not just see their sadness. You simulate it. You run a biological emulation of their internal state within your own body. This is called somatic resonance. It is a data transfer protocol. You are downloading their operating system onto your hard drive to understand them. But there is more. Your anterior cingulate cortex, the ACC. This is the part of the brain that processes error detection and social pain. Yours is tuned to maximum sensitivity. You can sense a shift in the social atmosphere before it happens. You can feel the tension in a room like a change in barometric pressure. This is not magic. This is evolutionary hardware. In the ancient tribe, you were the sentinel. You were the watcher. You were the one who noticed the slight change in the wind that meant a storm was coming. You were the one who noticed the slight change in the alpha male behavior that meant violence was imminent. This ability kept the tribe alive. But in the modern world, this hardware is being hacked. You are using a supercomputer to run a garbage disposal. You are using this elite scanning ability to comfort narcissists, to placate emotional toddlers, to navigate the fragile egos of mediocre people. You are taking in terabytes of data, and you are doing nothing with it. You You are letting it clog your RAM. This is why you are exhausted. Your prefrontal cortex is constantly working to suppress your own reactions, to modulate your own tone, to curate the perfect response that will keep the peace. This burns glucose. It depletes dopamine. It spikes cortisol. You are running a high-intensity simulation 24 hours a day. You are predicting every outcome. You are managing everyone else's emotions. And you call this being nice. It is not being nice. It is being a slave to your own scanning functioning. You have the blueprints to the entire building, but you are sleeping in the basement. It is time to audit the data you have collected. You know who these people are. You see the shadow they hide. You see the gaping void they try to fill with attention. You see the lies they tell to maintain their fragile reality. You possess the ultimate leverage, knowledge, total, deep, psychological knowledge. And knowledge is only power if you have the will to use it. Identify the antagonist, the predator, the energy vampire, the narcissist, the system. They are drawn to you like a moth to a flame, or more accurately, like a parasite to a host organism. They sense your capacity for understanding. They smell your empathy. To them, your listening ear is a natural resource. It is narcissistic supply. They do not want a connection. They want a dumpster. They want a place to offload their toxic shame, their unprocessed trauma, their petty grievances. And because you are understanding, you open the lid. You let them fill you up. This creates a dynamic known as traumatic coupling. They feel better after talking to you because they have offloaded their cortisol onto your nervous system. You feel worse because you have accepted the transfer. You are the biofilter for their pollution. And the tragedy is this: they despise you for it. This is the dark truth of human nature. We do not respect the things we can use easily. We do not respect the doormat. We wipe our boots on it. Friedrich Nietzsche warned us of this dynamic. He said, "He who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you. You have been gazing into the abyss of other people for too long, and you are beginning to rot. You are losing your own signal. You are forgetting your own preferences. You are forgetting your own voice. This is called self-erasure. You have become a mirror that only reflects others. And when no one is in front of the mirror, it is empty. This is the cost of unchecked empathy. It is a slow suicide of the identity. The predator knows this. They rely on your fear of conflict. They rely on your need to be seen as good. They weaponize your own morality against you. They know that if they act hurt, you will rush to fix it. They know that if they project anger, you will rush to soothe it. You are a marionette, and your empathy strings are in their hands. They pull, you dance. They cry, you comfort. They rage, you shrink. This is not a relationship. It is a hostage situation, and you are the hostage negotiator. But you are also the hostage. You are negotiating for your own survival every single day, trying to keep the captor happy so they do not hurt you. This triggers the fawn response in your brainstem. It is a survival subroutine. Appease the threat to survive the threat. But there is no tiger here. Just a co-worker with an ego problem. Just a partner with a childhood wound they refuse to heal. Just a friend who loves the sound of their own voice. You are wasting your elite hardware on low-level threats. You are burning your life force to keep them warm. And they will burn you until you are ash. And then, they will complain that you made a mess on the carpet. The diagnostic phase is complete. It is time to rewrite the code. You must understand the nature of the shift we are about to make. We are not telling you to stop being empathetic. We are telling you to weaponize it. There are two types of empathy. There is affective empathy. This is feeling what they feel. This is the weakness. This is the infection. Then there is cognitive empathy. This is knowing what they feel. This is the power. This is the intelligence. You have been operating in affective empathy. You have been drowning in their water. You need to climb out of the pool, stand on the deck, and watch them swim, or watch them drown, from a distance. This is the difference between a doctor and a patient. The doctor understands the disease, but the doctor does not catch the disease. You must become the clinical observer of your own life. You must realize that your understanding of them is your ammunition. You know exactly what makes them tick. You know exactly what they are trying to hide. You know that their aggression is a cover for shame. You know that their boasting is a cover for inadequacy. Until now, you have used this knowledge to protect them, to help them hide their shame, to help them maintain their illusion. You have been their accomplice. Now, you will become their judge. You do not need to yell. You do not need to fight. You do not need to argue. The master of psychological warfare never throws a punch. The master of psychological warfare simply removes the illusion. They hold up a mirror so clean, so polished, that the other person is forced to see themselves. And for a toxic person, seeing themselves is the ultimate punishment. You think you are powerless because you are quiet. You are wrong. Silence is a void, and people are terrified of the void. They fill it with noise because they are afraid of what they will hear in the silence. You are the master of the void. You live there. You are comfortable there. They are tourists in the land of silence. You are the king. It is time to close the borders. It is time to stop being the sponge and start being the wool. When you stop absorbing their energy, it bounces back and hits them. This is the physics of human interaction. If you do not accept the projection, the projector must keep it. You are about to learn how to return the package to the sender. We need a tactical doctrine. We need specific protocols to deploy your high-level hardware. You will no longer react. You will respond. Or better yet, you will execute. Protocol first, the surgical silence. This is for the interrupter, the bulldozer, the person who speaks over you. The biological mechanism here is the disruption of the dopamine prediction error. When they interrupt you, they expect to fight, or they expect submission. They expect you to speed up, or shut down. Do neither. When they interrupt you, stop speaking immediately. Cut the sentence in half. Do not finish the thought. Look at them, directly in the eyes. Hold the gaze. Then count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For seconds is an eternity in social time. It triggers a primal alarm in their amygdala. They will wonder if they have offended you. They will wonder if you are judging them. They will wonder why the rhythm of the conversation has broken. Then, continue your sentence exactly where you left off, with the exact same tone, as if they never spoke. Do not acknowledge the interruption. Do not say, "Excuse me." Simply resume the broadcast. This signals that their input was noise, and your signal is strong enough to cut through the noise. You have effectively deleted their action from reality. Protocol second, the benevolent autopsy. This is for the passive-aggressive attacker, the one who makes snide comments disguised as jokes, the one who attacks your character under the guise of concern. Usually, you would feel hurt. You would retreat. Instead, activate your inner clinician. Pretend you are a psychiatrist observing a patient with a fascination disorder. When they insult you, do not defend yourself. Defense implies that their attack landed. Instead, lean in. Look at them with genuine curiosity and ask a question about the mechanism of their behavior. Say this: "That is a fascinating thing to say to me. Why did you feel the need to say that out loud?" Notice the phrasing. You are not angry. You are fascinated. You are dissecting them. You are putting their behavior under a microscope. This forces them to explain the joke. It forces them to unpack the insult. And an insult explained is an insult destroyed. They will stutter. They will say, "I was just joking." You do not let them off the hook. You maintain the gaze. And you say, "I know." You are peeling back the layers. You are showing them that you see the machinery. You see the insecurity driving the behavior. This is terrifying to a manipulator. They want to be the puppet master. You are showing them that you can see the strings. Protocol third, the grey fog. This is for the narcissist seeking supply. They want a reaction. Any reaction. Anger is good. Sadness is good. Even fear is good. It proves they exist. It proves they have power over you. You must become atmospheric phenomena. You must become the fog. You are present, but you are untouchable. You cannot punch fog. You cannot insult fog. When they try to provoke you, give them zero data. Your face must be a mask of boredom. Your voice must be a flat line. Use the phrase, "I see," or "You might be right," or "That is an opinion." Do not elaborate. Do not justify. Do not explain. J-I-D. Justify. Argue. Defend. Never do these things. When you withhold emotional reaction, you cause an narcissistic injury. You are denying them food. They will escalate at first. They will try harder. Hold the line. Eventually, they will starve, and they will move on to an easier target. You have made yourself nutritionally void to the predator. Protocol fourth, the mirror of Medusa. This is the nuclear option. This is for when you are trapped. Use your empathy data. You know what they value. If they value intelligence, but you know they are insecure about their education, use vocabulary they do not understand. If they value popularity, but you know they are lonely, mention your plans with others casually. Do not be mean. Simply highlight the gap between who they pretend to be and who they are. Reflect their reality back to them. If they are acting chaotic, become hyper-calm. If they are acting superior, treat them like a child, not with words, but with tone. Speak to them with the gentle cadence one uses for a toddler having a tantrum. "I can see you are very upset right now. We can talk when you have regulated your emotions." This is a power move of the highest order. You are framing them as the child, and yourself as the adult. You are using your understanding of their emotional immaturity to dismantle their authority. You have spent your life thinking you were soft. You thought you were a sponge soaking up the world pain. But a sponge can be hardened. A sponge can be petrified into rock, and a rock can break glass. The transition you must make is from the passive receiver to the active architect. You possess the data. You possess the maps of the human soul. You have walked through the dark corridors of other people's minds. You know where the traps are. You know where the bodies are buried. This makes you formidable. The most understanding people are the masters of psychological warfare, because they do not need to guess. They know. They know exactly where to strike to cause the most damage, and they know exactly where to stand to be untouchable. The fact that you choose kindness is not a weakness. It is a mercy. You could destroy them. You have the blueprints to their ruin, but you choose not to. That is true power. Power is not the ability to hit someone. Power is the ability to destroy them, and choosing to walk away instead. But never forget, you have the option. You are the sovereign of your own mind. You are the watcher in the tower. You see them, but they cannot reach you. You understand them, but you do not become them. Let them play their games. Let them scream at the storm. You are the mountain. The wind howls, but the mountain does not move. Go now. Use your hardware. Protect your fortress. and never apologize for seeing the truth. We are Mind Ministry, and we are watching.